Atlanta, you're listening to the Abbie Knights Morning Show, the number one party show in the city.
I got tons of soul on my true collectible. Famous, so famous, number one desirable. I do what I want when I want and how I want it. Leave you with the one in the air, that's how I roll. I got tons of soul on my true collectible. Famous, so famous, number one desirable. I do what I want when I want and how I want it. Leave you with the one in the air, that's how I roll. I got change to throw, I don't care about no gold. Better, so much better, flipping incredible. Always on the show so they know that I still got.
What's going on, everybody? We're back. It's myself and
Hello.
Cadence. Seems like everybody's late this morning. How you doing?
I'm good. How you doing?
Pretty good. Can't complain. It's another weekend, another great weekend. Jenny looks like she's out here living her best life. Shout out to her. We miss you, Jenny. Feels like it's been forever since she's been on the show with us.
For sure. I went to Kansas City a couple days ago. Went out there for the Shade 45 show to do that show. So a lot of my core DJ brothers was out there and sisters. So shout out to them. They real deep out there. So it was a lot of fun. Had a good time out there. So
That's awesome. Sounds like everybody's having a good time. You're in Kansas City. Jenny's all the way in Africa, living her best life. I feel like Rhea is always in and out. I never know. She's always doing something. So lots of amazing things going on. That's awesome. I'm glad you had a good time. The weather was good out there?
Yeah, it was great. It's great. We pretty much to like the 80-degree weather out in the Midwest now. So I mean, it's cool. We ain't complaining because it was like for like 3 months straight, we was getting snow every Thursday. So it's just good not to have snow on the ground and stuff. We ain't got time for that.
I didn't think about that.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
not
crazy.
really a fan of like the super hot weather though. I don't like humidity. Like for females, for women, it's not conducive to being cute. Okay,
I don't
the hair
mind
gets
the-
frizzy. It's just not a good thing.
I don't mind the heat. I don't like the humidity. I agree with you. Like I was out in Phoenix for a long time. Shout out to my people out there tuning in with us. It's a different hot out there, but the humidity's not that bad. So I mean, it's not as bad as what you would think it is. But I woke up one morning and me and my homeboy Twan sitting there, and I'm like, hey man, I just watched the weather, and the weather said it's gonna be 100. It's 105 today. And he said, are you sure? And I was like, yeah, man, it's 105. He was like, go look at it again. It was 105 at like 10 in that morning. So I was like, oh my God, it got to like 120 that day. He was like, I knew it wasn't 105. He was like, we have 105 weather like in the springtime. I was like, oh man, that's too much for me.
Yeah, that's too much. I'll pass. Hard pass for me. No, thank you.
But it's a beautiful city though. What a beautiful city it is. It's really cool.
Is it? Yeah, I've never been.
Yeah, it's real
I'll
cool.
take your word for it. So, what are your thoughts on this woman that filed a lawsuit against Von Miller?
Oh man,
Seems like everybody's filing lawsuits right now. This is the time to be an attorney.
I think it's one of those things where everybody's still learning how to have their phones, even, and these cameras and media and stuff like that. Because everybody's saying it seems like a good idea. Okay, cool. You can take a picture, you can do a video, you can do whatever, and then somebody leaks it, and then you right back to where they are right now. So it's a bad situation. I didn't get into it a lot because I try to stay away from the athletes and they, all the trouble they have and stuff like that. Because you never know. Sometimes you be like headstrong, like, oh, I know that these people did it, and then it comes out and finds out they didn't. So I just wait for the information to come out for the athletes and stuff. So, what about you?
I mean, I don't know. Apparently, allegedly, he shared a sexually explicit image of her with two celebrities.
Oh.
I mean, I don't.
So she was living her best life.
The way, living her best life, her double best life. And I just feel like when you allow people to capture footage of you in a moment like that, you kind of can expect anything to happen.
Yeah.
In a moment like that. I mean, I don't know.
I guess she was feeling herself or somebody was feeling somebody or something. I don't know, because there must have been a lot of action going on at that time. But she recorded it, and did she know that she was being recorded at the time, or took the picture, or is it just like some?
I don't know. They didn't release all that information. They're just saying that basically Von Miller is facing a revenge revenge pornography lawsuit. I was gonna say photography, but pornography lawsuit. So,
and he's in LA, so that's like a really big deal out there for you to like film people and release and stuff like that. I know they have some real strict laws about that because so many celebrities and stuff out there. So I don't know. That's a wild one.
Yeah, right. It's a wild card. I will say though, I don't know if you got a chance to catch The Masked Singer. Are you familiar? Did you see Ken's reaction to Rudy Giuliani? No.
I didn't see his reaction. I didn't get a chance to watch it. Yeah, I do have it on my DVR and everything, but I seen the news, and the all the social media and everything about it. But yeah, Giuliani, man, like what a character all the way around. So, whew. I would have never guessed he was in there though. That's for sure. Definitely wouldn't have guessed that was Mayor Rudy Giuliani.
I mean, the one thing I will say, I've seen Ken live. All right, I've definitely seen Ken live before, and he's hilarious. He seems like all good energy. Everything is amazing. His reaction to Rudy Giuliani being on there, I'm trying to see if we can pull up a clip of this because I really feel like I need you to be able to see his facial expression here. But I mean, for him to walk off, I feel like he's really professional. So for him to literally just storm out and just be like, I'm out. Like, I'm not sticking around for this. I don't want to know. I don't want to be a part of this. Is there potentially some tea there between the two of them? Could something have gone down?
I just think that anybody that's associated with Trump is very polarizing. I think this is kind of how I looked at it. I didn't get all the information, but that's that was my first thought. Is there's a lot of people that love him and there's a lot of people that hate him, and it just seems like you're kind of on the fence with them. Even with the Biden stuff, I know a lot of people who aren't big Biden fans right now and everything, but it seems like people are more cordial with him, it seems like, for the most part, but it's like with the Trump people, it's like you either love them and they are one of the apostles or they are the devil. It's one way or the other, so.
Oh my God, not either you apostles. What? Okay, well,
apostles are the devils. That's
we
what
definitely
they say.
have this clip, and I just feel like, I don't know, you might feel different. I mean, everybody was shocked, but Ken is just not pleased at all. Everybody that's listening right now, we're looking at the clip from The Masked Singer when Rudy Giuliani revealed himself, and Ken just was not feeling it at all. Like, at all.
Oh,
he literally afterwards sat there with his arms crossed. He was not having it.
Was not having it. Not having it.
Nope. He wasn't feeling the situation. He's like, thanks, but no thanks.
Hey,
so
that's what we always ask for. We always ask for artists to give us real opinions and stuff. So, I mean,
so there you have
obviously he gave his right there. Yep. There you go. You can't be mad at him.
Would you ever be on The Masked Singer?
I would love to be on The Masked Singer. That's funny you asked me that. I would love, that's one show that I feel like I would be good at. And if people knew me like that, it would be like, oh my God, I can't believe that's him. Cause I can sing, I blow, so I think it would be cool.
You can't say stuff like that, because if Rhea and Jenny were here right now, Jenny would be like, sing something.
Oh yeah, I know, that's why I did it, because they ain't here to try and make me do it. But yeah, I love to sing. I've been singing all my life. I was raised in choir. I played 4 different instruments, so that's where all this Cadence stuff came from. It was way before I was a DJ. So
oh really?
But yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah,
I didn't know the backstory of that. Okay, learn you something every day.
Learning today. I'm going to learn you something.
So from The Masked Singer to Netflix, they are experiencing massive drops in the stock market. They literally had one of their biggest drops, like single day drops, I guess is what they're called. I'm not a stock person, okay? I'm not. That's why I'm not in accounting, all right? That's why I sit here and I run my mouth, because numbers are just not my thing when it comes to that. But apparently having this massive single day drop, they're saying is attributed to people, I guess, password hopping and sharing and all that stuff. So I kind of feel like there's going to be another price increase with Netflix again.
Yeah, I was about to say that. I would be willing to bet that it's
It
more
feels like a
of
setup.
people are upset that Netflix has gotten so expensive. And let's be honest, we all got what? I know I got about 6 or 7 different streaming stuff that I have. And Netflix, every time you turn around, Netflix talking about we raising our prices, we doing this, we doing that, and all that. People are tired of Netflix. I think that's why it is. Now they want to blame it on passwords. So that's the reason why y'all lost y'all money. Man, come on now. Anybody trying to hear that? They lying about that one.
Yeah,
Exactly. I just
Netflix.
hopped in and I believe you. Facts on facts on facts,
Facts
Cadence.
on facts. How you doing? How you doing?
How you doing? Nah,
But
they really
yeah,
didn't play with our money. That's crazy. Like, you know
that's
how
all it
much
is.
money that they make? They have Netflix exclusives. They have this and that. You're salty about people sharing passwords. You should have put that in the disclosure when you guys decided to come up with this stuff. Now, all of a sudden, how long has Netflix been around?
Too
10
long.
years,
I don't
maybe
And
even
know.
longer. Like, now,
yeah.
all of a sudden, you guys are like, wow, we have so much missing money. Like, y'all are so greedy. Corporate
They
America,
got
get
some
over
they got
yourselves.
somebody in there that was just looking
Hmm.
around like that and saying, you know what? Let's say there's I don't know what the number is, but let's just put it like there's 1 million people watching Netflix every day, but only 200,000 of them are actually paying for Netflix. So think of all this money we could get. What they don't understand is that now they're pushing it to where people don't even want to be on that because we got options now. You know what I
Thank
mean?
you.
Netflix ain't our only
Nope.
place. It really probably ain't your
Thank
go-to
you.
place to watch shows if you be honest, So now
Exactly.
people like, okay, well, if they gonna raise the price, I know when it came with my family, they was talking about. I said, oh well, if they gonna raise the price, if y'all cool with getting rid of it, we can get rid of it. And everybody was like, I don't have a problem with
Yeah.
it, whatever. So it's like they're losing money on that side.
Hmm.
So
So many
uh,
platforms, Hulu, Prime,
Peacock,
Amazon, all of those have literally agreements
Tubi.
and share with other people. Like, hey,
yeah,
Fox, like I watch Snowfall, right? But you could watch Snowfall on Hulu. You know what I'm saying? Like other
yep.
companies became smart about it. They didn't need to be greedy. They're like, hey, we could share the wealth and we'll still get percentages of this. And we actually have
Hmm.
more for our bang for your buck.
Netflix got to remember they were the reason why blockbusters ain't around, and it
Exactly.
could very easily be, Hulu could be the reason why Netflix ain't around, and things like that. Like it keeps moving. It keeps moving. You either stay with the times or you move on. And I get them wanting to get their money, because you need to get paid and everything, but at some point you just got to chalk that up as a loss. Because every
Right?
6 months they talking about they adding the price and it's another $5 and we got this and we got that coming up and all this, or maybe y'all need to stop some of these Netflix shows that y'all are doing or something, and because I'm not about to pay it. I don't know
He
what they
said,
doing.
"I'm a
Mm-mm.
pass, respectfully." How's that
Hard
song go?
pass.
On to the next. On to the
There
next.
you go. There
That's
you
all I
go.
got.
That part.
Black China and the Kardashians have been battling it out in court.
Lord
Things
have
are
mercy.
getting crazy with them. Kris Jenner, allegedly, according to the headlines, said that she believed that Black China was going to murder Rob. And Black China is saying that they basically constituted to, blackballing her in the industry, having her show canceled so
What
that
was
she
that
couldn't
word
make
again?
money.
Consensuate.
Constituted.
Blackballed?
Woo. Okay. Go, girl.
My
Go,
brain works
girl.
sometimes. I got a little bit of
Hey.
a
Okay.
vocabulary
Watch
every now
out
and then.
now. That's a
Don't
big one.
expect too much though. Um, but apparently this is what's going on. So they're battling it out in court. It's getting nasty. What do you guys think is gonna happen? You think the Kardashians are gonna win that one? Because I
Oh,
feel like
Ooh, 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 ooh.
me. Um, yes, because once again, everyone, marketing ploy 101. They just
Uh-oh.
came out with their new show. They need all the content they can get. So besides all of this happening, isn't it funny? How long have China and Rob, sorry, not been together? Forever. So why all of a sudden during the new season we're gonna have an episode where we go to court? Like, I'm telling you, these people are geniuses. Like marketing
She's got a
geniuses.
point.
Okay.
She's got a point. I mean, the first time she said the conspiracy, I said I don't know. Now she does have a point with that one. I agree. I'm on your side now. I'm gonna put my
Literally,
tinfoil
think
hat
about it.
on,
I'm
The
just here.
Davidson
and
thing, the
we're gonna
Kanye
do
thing,
it.
they have so much content. And I even watched the first episode to be like, let me see what this is all about. And they are literally using all of the dirt that they can in
Oh,
their
I'm sure.
lives, obviously, because whether it's good TV, bad TV, whatever, your name is out there. So in
Hmm.
PR,
Yeah.
it works. So whether you're thrown under the bus, whatever the situation is, it's a good thing for you because what? You're being talked about. In the episode, for example, Kim is on the phone complaining about her sex tape, right? The one that was being leaked that we talked about a few weeks ago, etc. Right? It's funny because now it's brought back up again. And on the show, she goes, I don't want anyone to see this tape. It has already 4 million views. I don't want people to see it. And I'm like, but why are you saying how many views it has? What does it have to do with anything? I guarantee if we go watch how many views it has now, it probably has 18 million views because the new episode just dropped last week.
Yeah. Oh, and the one thing that I took out of it was I seen that Blac Chyna was on there, and Blac Chyna was talking about how she felt so distraught because some of her pictures came out.
The nude pictures. Mm-hmm.
I'm a little confused on that because last time I checked, wasn't she a stripper?
She's always butt naked. Isn't
she always completely naked half of her life? Wasn't her mama kind of naked too? Like everybody's like the whole family's like naked. So why is it all of a sudden now? Oh, I can't believe it. How dare you, sir? Like, get out of here. Come on now. We ain't about to play this.
What was that? You had randoms look at you butt ass for years.
Years. Come on now. I bet you Blac Chyna got her OnlyFans. I bet she got one. I bet you.
You have to understand, she is guaranteed hits. Like, as soon as you hashtag now, because they have a whole thing, I wonder how much her stock, I wonder how much she's gone up. Who's Blac Chyna? Because people start to wonder, who are they talking about? What's happening? You start to Google, you start to look up. All this monetizing money, I'm telling you, it's just crazy. Like,
there you go.
People get paid off of this stuff, y'all. Like, everyone's sitting here like, ooh, it's gossip, it's tea. I'm like, no. Like, these people get paid to make money. Like, come on now.
It's a revolving door. Hold on. Let's see those nails again. Those nails are cute. Come on, French manicure. Yes.
Let's talk about you. Can we zoom in on the eyes and the makeup? Where you going, girl?
The eyes and the makeup.
Early in the morning, I look crazy. I'm like, oh, yeah. Abby right there is looking like Miss America.
No, I
feel underdressed today. Don't look at me. I need shades. Don't look at me.
I'm hideous. I'm hideous.
Oh my God, don't look at me.
I have a friend's gender reveal to go to today. The blue has nothing to do. Actually, I do think it's a boy.
It's a boy.
I do think it's a boy. I feel like it's a boy. So I figured I'd kind of get myself together a little bit to go do that. But I will say, Rhea, one of my favorite moments this week was watching you on your live go off cheering for the wrong team when they scored.
Listen.
It was
crazy. It was crazy in there, okay?
We scored.
We were playing the biggest rivalry, New York versus New York. So it got crazy in there. And then we beat them home. The New York Islanders beat the Rangers at their home twice. They beat us at home twice. So it was a game, right? So I'm thinking that we scored, right? There's so many fans in there for the Rangers. Yeah, it wasn't us. Yeah.
Oh, no.
And then the elevator guy had to remind me. He's like, oh, if you hear the goal horn blow on top of it, that's when we score. I was like, oh, thanks for that tip, elevator guy.
Oh, no.
She was talking to everybody, the security dude, people in the hallway. Hey, boo. Hey, babe. Hey, how you doing? I
forgot because I was live and I was like, let me show.
Were you on were you on the official page? For the
no,
Islanders?
I was just on mine, but I was like, let me show the people what a game is like. So like people were
showing them the production
like, I've
room.
Never been to a hockey game, and I'm laughing. I'm like, you're on my phone. Like,
I had some weirdos. I was like every 2 seconds typing, hey boo, hey gorgeous, okay, we see you. And I had some of your interesting fan followers that were like, at Abbie Knights, follow me please, I have something to tell you. And I was like,
yeah, I saw that. Like, people were just being weird.
Girl,
I don't even know. All of a sudden, mad people just hopped on the live, and I was like, "What's happening here?"
Right.
But it was fun. I literally almost missed 2 of my hits. Like, that's when I have to go say something and be on camera because I'm like, not allowed on the phone. I'm like, oh, this ain't for me. Like, I don't know how people do that every day. Like, I hardly go live. Like, I used to do it, obviously, during quarantine when I was doing sets. But, like, I don't just go live in my regular day. I'm too busy. I ain't got time for that.
Ain't nobody got time to be showing their whole life on the phone. But that's millennials nowadays.
I thought it'd be fun.
It was cute. It was cute. And you looked so pretty. Your makeup was so nice. I was like, who's she going to see? Come on, Glow. I know. First thing I said, Cadence, was, hello, Glow. She was glowing. Who you been seeing lately? I'm just trying to find out. You've been glowing a little. That skin's, I'm just Do we have tea?
I did have a surprise guest pop up on me this week, a blast from the past from like 13 years ago. So I was very happy. I was very happy.
Blast from the past. Boom, 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 boom.
A blast from the past.
Hey, boo, I miss you.
Wait, what was that again? Go ahead, give me a shot. Well, we already know why you glowing after seeing that.
Well,
now.
Good morning. Good morning.
Right, good morning.
Hey,
boo.
Oh, it was great mornings. It was great.
I bet it was. Yeah, I can see. Care to share any details? Let's not. If it was Jenny, she'd be like, well, actually, let me tell you. So the first thing we did was, have you guys... Like, you got to be careful saying that to Jenny because you'll kind of be facetious a little bit and she'll just chime in like, well, actually, I can break it all down for you. Do you want start doing the stretches on camera? Like, no. We don't.
My mom might
tune
in.
on that.
I'll just TMI.
Yeah. Well, we'll keep it PG. ASAP Rocky was also arrested this past week. I don't know what's going on. He is apparently they're filing charges for him firing a gun with the intention of I don't know. At this point, I really don't want to get into too many of the specifics because, I mean, legal matters and there's a lot of misinformation on the internet, but they can't just let ASAP and Rihanna just live their best life right now. She's about to have a baby. And this is when you guys choose to do this? Like, I'm just so confused.
There was a lot of drama.
My grandmama used to always say, when things are going good for you, this is when the devil pops his head out. And that it just feels like that's what's going on. I know this is an old situation, kind of rehashed and everything, but it's just crazy how it just seems crazy how, like I said, out there, they try to take care of celebrities and make sure they don't have to do those type of embarrassing situations like that. And, you know, like you can turn yourselves in. They got back doors and stuff for the, you know, at the police department there and stuff. And they decided just to kick the door down, you know, and everything. And they said because they were looking for the gun, you know, but let's be honest, this happened a long time ago. So if I was going to have the gun, I would have thrown the gun away a long time ago. It's just so extra. And it just, it makes it really hard for like, this is the reason why we don't trust law enforcement, you know, a lot of times because of things like that. It's like, that's common sense. We know y'all wasn't looking for that gun. And because if he was smart, that gun would have been out of that house. Y'all didn't find the gun in there. Surprise, surprise. You know what I mean? Like, come on now. So
and supposedly ASAP Melly, one of the ASAPs told on the other ASAP and the ASAPs and the ASAPs. It's crazy. But one of the ASAPs, I think his name is ASAP Melly, is supposedly the snitch. He's a rat. He's the one that kind of turned him in, and one of the
I love New York girls. I love y'all.
One of the other ASAP put it out there, so it's crazy. Why you love New
He's
York
a
girls,
rat.
Cadence?
Because the way y'all talk, just y'all language, just like he's a rat. You know what I mean? Like girls don't talk like that in the Midwest. They don't talk like that. But hey,
she had the finger going everything too. So first of all, he's a snitch. Like
he's a snitch. Hey. Yeah, you can't be no snitch out of New York.
That's crazy because you don't want to do time, but you want the new dad to do time. You a snitch.
Hey, tell him again.
She made direct eye contact with the camera too. Like you gonna see these eyes.
He watching.
He probably had years of bodies because you know how they work that situation out there. Like, bro, you could go away for life or maybe just 15 years now.
Yeah,
and then you get out on good behavior.
Weird plea deals. Yeah. Crazy. It's crazy. Nene Leakes is also filing a lawsuit against Real Housewives of Atlanta for a hostile and racist work environment. She's always up in the headlines. Always in the headlines for one thing or another. Her husband passes away, not even like a month later, she's out with her new boo. I don't know about y'all, but if the love of my life passed away from cancer, you would not catch me with nobody.
Man,
anytime in the near future. Like Lauren London, has anybody seen her out on any dates? I mean, Nipsey passed away quite some time ago, and last I checked, she seems pretty dedicated to her family. So
and who's to say that she hasn't had dates, but she's actually, you know, like aware of that, and she's like, I'm not going to be out here doing. I highly doubt that she hasn't seen anybody within that since Nipsey's passed, but she's like the way our parents were back in the day, where it's like, I'm not going to put all my stuff out there. It seems to me that this other woman, she just wants to always get attention. You know what I mean? And it's like she doesn't know how to quite get back to where she was when she was popping. So it's like all of a sudden I'm just gonna keep putting this type of stuff out. You know,
Grab
it's
all the
sad.
headlines.
It's sad. Yeah.
I will say though, speaking of Real Housewives of Atlanta, y'all, listen. So, long story short, I went to get my hair done the other day, and I was looking crazy. Okay, I was looking cray. Pull up, I'm trying to make a quick phone call, and all of a sudden I look up and I see Portia right in front of me. And she's all, looking cute, you make eye contact with somebody. It gets like a little bit awkward for a second there because you both just kind of look at each other and it's like,
oh,
like you don't really know what to do. Like, are you supposed to wave? Are you not supposed to wave? But I will say though, she looked so cute. She is glowing. Looks like she's living her best life. She looked so happy. For people out there, shout out to Portia Williams. I don't think she's got married yet, right? So she hasn't changed her last name yet. Let me not have people come and try to correct me.
Right? She has a baby. I don't think she got married, but she has a new boo.
She has a baby. She's got her new boo that she went to visit in Africa, I think, recently or something like that.
Isn't that the other girl's ex-man? Okay, listen, there's a lot of drama.
But
I can't keep up with these
I will
shows.
say, Portia used to go to the same gym I did. She is incredibly sweet to everybody. She's not rude. She's not stuck up. She doesn't treat. She says hi to everybody. She always has a smile. She'll be like, hey, like such a sweetheart. So it was cool seeing her because you see all the headlines lately. They always trying to, steal someone's shine. And she looks like she don't care. She's living her best life. And that's what it is. Shout out to her. Good luck to Nene Leakes on this lawsuit. I would not want to be in court. Everybody's in court now. I don't understand what's going on. But listen, this is the exact reason why when I bought tickets while I was living in California, I bought tickets to go see Humpback Whales. Okay. And I never used it out of fear that this right here would happen. So if this happened to y'all, I want to know what you guys would do.
You have to pay to go see Humpback Whales?
Oops. Huh?
You have to pay to go see Humpback Whales? They're there. Like, they're not like at a zoo or nothing.
No, could you imagine this happening while you're on a boat?
No, because I would never be that close. So, no,
all right, guys. So for everybody listening in, since we don't have Jenny to narrate,
Cadence, and you're gonna avoid the ocean. They're home.
Yeah, I'm out of there, dude. I'm not getting that close. And that little old boat. Look how little that boat is.
Yeah, that boat. That whale is bigger than the boat.
That is I'm going to the lake and we gonna hang out on the side. That's what that boat was.
But they're known to not like mess with you too. Like that's like, you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Think about how many boats and tours there are. Like they know not to mess with you, but they will pop up and be like,
though.
Get out of my area.
Right. Like, no, thank you. I don't, for everybody listening in, basically, wow. We were just watching a video of a humpback whale breaching the surface behind this super small boat.
She got all these big words today. She said breaching.
Y'all don't know, I'm actually smart, in case you didn't know. Like, I do have a functional brain occasionally. I'm just saying.
You got all the words today.
I got all the words today. I was like, listen, it's been a minute since we've been on here talking, and I need to bust out my dictionary. But, yeah. So would you guys do that? Would you go whale watching or not?
I can whale watch on the Discovery Channel just fine. I sit in my house. And it can be like, I can play it back if I miss it. It's like, it's right there and I'm safe. I have this thing with animals. Okay, so like I love animals.
He said, okay, so.
Like, because I have to explain this. I have to explain this to people. Like God put animals away from us for a reason. So that way they can have their space and we can have our space. Now, dogs and all that's different, but we talking about like leopards and all of this stuff. Nah, I'm not supposed to be nowhere near that stuff because if it eats me, then y'all like, well, why was he there in the first place? Like, what if that whale would have knocked over that boat? What would have been our first question? Why is this little ass boat out here in the middle of the ocean with humpback whales? Don't be that person. You just got to be smarter than that. That's just how I feel about animals. I love animals. They're my thing, but not up close. So.
No. I freaked out when I was paddleboarding and dolphins popped up. I almost died.
Oh no!
Imagine a giant triple.
Dolphins are actually supposed to be really aggressive.
I'm good.
It makes sense. They're smart. You know, humans are smart. We're aggressive, so it makes sense they'd be aggressive too. Yeah, I'm not messing with them. I leave them alone. I ain't got to worry about no dolphin coming in my room and trying to knock me off and nothing. So we good. You know, we good.
Well,
Shout out to the
speaking
dolphins.
of wildlife, anyone out there, if you have not had a chance to catch the planet's greatest national parks, it's actually narrated by former President Barack Obama. The footage is breathtaking. It is so incredible. It actually has a cinematic feel to it. So it's not really like what you see on National Geographic where they have the zoom and it's like, oh, right there, we've got the birds. Like, it's actually like, it looks like a movie. It is so beautiful. I don't know why every time I see them, they always sound like that. Why is it that whenever you see people?
That's hilarious.
So
Batman.
Oh, and right there we've got the birds,
this,
and you see them right there. They're catching wind as they fly and frolic in the air. Like, why do they always sound like that? Look at
Batman's face. Batman, like,
he's not impressed.
He's
not impressed.
He's not impressed at all.
I'm trying to figure out, like, is this always the same people that do this narrating here? That was a wonderful voice. What channel was that? I need to watch that.
You know, like MTV Cribs, that guy, like that. Yeah, that's the Abbie voice.
Yeah. Okay.
We all know I'm terrible at like trying to sound like guys. It's just like, what can you do?
Remember the Jamaican accent or whatever?
The Jamaican was the craziest.
Like an Irish leprechaun or something. I'm like, what the? What the?
Oh, it was crazy. That was the crazy.
And that's my cue.
Yeah. Oh my Lord.
All right, whatever. Anyway, haters. Yeah, but it is really great though. So you guys need to check it out because it is very well put together. And if you like wildlife and you're curious about the planet, there's a bunch of new undiscovered species that are actually filmed for the first time on that show, which is kind of interesting.
Oh wow.
Yeah. They're really weird, those creatures. I'm like, oh, nah, I ain't going 500,000 feet down there. Like, what?
No, like, what are you doing with your life?
What?
But whatever
Have
teaches
you
them.
seen what those things look like? They're like prehistoric aliens. I'm like,
yeah, I'm not missing.
That's a
Back
different
to what
kind.
I was saying.
Yeah, that's a whole different kind of thing.
Yeah, no.
Don't go nowhere where I'm not supposed to see any of that.
Yeah.
If that was
my
the
God,
case, I'd have
there's a
seen it by
turtle
now.
that's like 190 years old. He was like born in 1832 or something. Isn't that crazy? A turtle.
How do you even know that?
I don't know. It was a fun fact the other day. And it was like Larry the turtle's about to be like 192 or something.
Larry the turtle.
I love that. She says, I don't know. I saw it on the internet, so it must be true.
I feel like if somebody was 109, there's a good chance his name might be Larry.
I'm gonna look it up. No, I'm telling you, he was like prehistoric looking. He looked like a giant, like, I don't even know, dinosaur. It was crazy. I was like, damn, turtles get this big?
Yeah, right. So a couple quick headlines in global news, or I guess we should say national news here. Biden pledges an additional $800 million in military assistance to Ukraine. Everybody here is still waiting for their checks because there's people getting evicted that can't afford gas or their homes. So kudos to Biden. I don't know what's going on. Apparently, I don't know, employment is up, unemployment is down, but everybody I speak to is not really fitting into those categories. There was a woman rescued alive after fainting and falling into a moving train. That blew my mind.
That footage was insane.
What? Like, that was crazy.
She fell perfectly. Like, it was insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm gonna check that. I didn't even see that.
Thank God she's okay, but that was
She didn't even have a concussion or anything. I don't even know. She was totally conscious when they grabbed her.
She fainted. Yeah, supposedly she fainted, right?
What? Yeah, that's crazy.
A subway train?
She was literally standing at the platform and passed out like this. And as the train's coming by, she, as a miracle, fell in, with a moving train coming into the station, fell into the slip. Legs up perfect and slipped in there. It was not like my leg got stuck and broke off. No, it was.
Wow.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy.
Totally fine.
See, I'm from the Midwest, so I was thinking when I'm thinking trains, I'm thinking of trains, we sitting at a, a railroad crossing train. No. And I'm like, why was this lady standing so close to a train going that fast and then passed out and landed in the train like a hobo? I'm completely lost here. So, okay, now that makes sense. Now I get it.
Wow.
Okay.
It was a subway, not
Subway.
a choo-choo train like
Yeah,
that.
Okay, see, that's what I'm thinking choo-choo train. Okay, cool. Now I get it.
the little engine.
I had to
that
read.
could-
Okay, now I got it. I had to work it
You
out in my
had to
head.
kind of
now. Okay.
redirect a little bit. Yeah.
I got it. Got it. Okay.
Got it.
That makes sense.
Also, there was an 8-year-old boy that was detained by police in Syracuse. I don't know
I saw
what the
that.
deal is with that whole situation. Why
He
you would even
supposedly stole like a cookie or something, and it wasn't even him supposedly.
I don't know, but
They wanted to teach
the
him a
video
lesson
looked
and
very
scare
aggressive.
him. They put him in cuffs, like he's 8. Like I'd understand
An
if he was
8-year-old in
fighting
cuffs?
you or
Yes.
trying to like spit on you or do
Wow.
reckless. He was doing nothing. He's
Even
crying,
if he did
and,
take
like,
the cookie,
grown
there is
people
a
are like,
different way to handle that. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. I'm beside myself. And this is the last. It's been a heavy week, so this was the last subject that we're going to highlight in news and national news. I could not believe this when I saw it myself. Apparently, police found a 5-year-old boy dead in a suitcase, a rolling suitcase. People. Police are desperate to try to identify the little boy that was mysteriously found dead in the suitcase. If any of you out there have information around this case, please be sure to contact the Indiana State Police Department with any information you may have. This is wild. We live in a weird world. I don't even take me back to the 90s. Okay. Just take me back to the 90s when people had, or 80s, when people still had beepers and pagers and the ridiculous AOL Connect that you had to wait 3,000 years to, sign into your chat. I don't know. It's a weird world that we're living. That's a tongue twister. I did have a question for you guys today, though. In other lighter news, I guess not really news. Question of the day: who came first, the chicken or the egg? I was having this debate with a friend of mine earlier this week, and everybody has a valid point. But who came first, the chicken or the egg? The theory is God put chickens on Earth first so that they could then procreate and lay the eggs. But how can you have a chicken if you don't have the egg?
Boy, you're going to get all them religious people on here. Then I don't want to touch that one. I don't know. I'm going to say both is here.
Jesus was born by the Virgin Mary. So, yeah,
There
I'm
you
going
go.
that direction.
Yeah, we're going to go that direction. Since you're in Atlanta and there's a lot of church-going people there and stuff,
Yeah.
we're just going to go with that route.
Yeah. And chickens, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
The
you guys,
miraculous
Lots of
Virgin Mary
chickens.
chicken. Yeah.
are you guys
Hey,
selling an
side note.
infomercial?
Side note, has Atlanta taken care of their chicken wings issue? Because I'm about to head to Atlanta in like a month and a half, and I need to make
Remember
sure
there
there's
was a
chicken wings
shortage?
there when I get
There was
there.
a shortage.
Yeah, they was talking about there was a chicken
I
wing
didn't know
shortage,
about
and you
that.
know everybody eats chicken wings in Atlanta. That's the only thing people eat in Atlanta, what I've kind of
The
figured out.
only thing?
So that's the only thing I ever see people eating. But maybe it's because I'm always at the strip clubs and stuff like that. But when I'm in Atlanta, that's all I ever see is chicken wings. So I don't know.
I mean, that's the thing people eat at Magic City. I mean, people do eat
Hey,
other things. I mean,
Okay, we'll see.
Atlanta,
We'll
too.
find out when I come there. So I'll be there in June. So
he says, so
Yeah,
I'll
I'm
be
coming
there.
too. And I'll
Yeah.
tell you when
You
I
coming?
come too.
Okay.
Hey, let's go, party time.
Party in Atlanta. All right, everybody. Our topic of the day today is establishing boundaries. And I know that nobody knows how to
Uh-oh.
establish boundaries better than this person right here. Rhea does not give a damn.
No.
It's
yeah, no.
she's like, this is what I'm trying to do. I'm not giving you no explanations if I don't want to give them to you. If I don't feel like going, I'm not gonna go because I just don't want to. And that's basically how I feel about it. And if you got a problem, I don't know what to tell you. It's a personal problem.
And I feel if you're an athlete, it helps because you know what out of bounds is. You know, like when you're playing in a sport, you go out of bounds. Yeah. You apply that to your real life, people. So like in sports, there's an out of bounds. There's a foul, right? When something goes out, like whatever, there's a timeout when the ball goes out of play, right? So same thing in life. Y'all need a timeout. Y'all need to sit your asses over there. And that's where you're going to stay. And until you realize that, then we can move forward. But if you can't, then you're going to stay right where you are. That's all.
Amazing.
He says, that's all. Cadence, you have any
Yeah, no,
thoughts on
it's
this?
deleted.
I'm kind of the opposite. I'm one who like I don't know when to cut people's from boundaries like that. You know, when they make me upset and things like that, I'm one of those people who's like I'm always trying to find a way to not burn a bridge. And sometimes I just need to torch the whole thing. So I'm gonna
Yeah.
take what she
Torch it,
said and
light
I'm
that
gonna work
shit
on
up,
that. Yeah.
Cadence.
Yeah. Torch it up, torch it up. So
Well, you did
Light
say
it up.
yeah.
you did say last week that you are that person that would hit up a previous ex and just be like, "Well, let me call him one last time." Just
Hey, you see, I'm honest about what I'm talking about. You know, I don't like to burn
hard
bridges. I
pass,
don't like
hard
to burn
pass.
bridges.
Yeah,
So
no,
I
thank you.
don't know.
He's so I don't know.
We can
Look
still
at
be
him. He's
friends,
so
Cadence.
cute.
You can always
I don't
still
know.
be friends. You know what I'm saying? But they need to be put in their place. They need to be put in their
I
place.
think boundaries are very important to your mental health, your emotional well-being, and just your overall relationships with people. People that know me know I don't care if you know where I live. Do not show up unannounced at my place.
Now, I am a Pisces now, so when I do get to that point to where it's like I have to tell you what my boundary is, normally it's like, oh my God, I didn't see that coming from nowhere. Why is he flipping out? Why is he yelling? Why is he
Yes,
arguing? You know
that's
what I mean?
true.
Like it usually gets to that, but it usually takes me a while to get to that point. I'll just kind of sit
Yes,
and take it. It's,
I
Oh, I
yeah.
let
agree.
people know from the jump. Do not show up unannounced. I will not answer the door even if I'm because there has to be when I lived in LA, friends that I had used to randomly just pop up at my apartment. And
Oh,
sometimes
you
you
can't
have
do that.
days when you just don't feel like dealing
Oh,
with
yeah,
people.
that's a
Rhea
lot.
says, you might be at home not wearing much, hair looking crazy. You don't want to deal with nobody in that moment. You might be watching a movie, having a down day, whatever. And you
Yeah.
just don't want to entertain people. You just want to have
Yeah.
a moment for yourself. You don't want to talk. You don't want to be asking about someone's day or, getting into anything too heavy. You just want to have a moment to just chill. And I think that boundaries are healthy. I will say it was hard for me for a long time to establish boundaries openly with friends that I had because I was the yes person. If you want
Same.
something
Agree.
done, call
Me
Abbie.
too.
She'll say yes. Abbie, can you
Yep.
do
Agree.
yes? How about yes? And what about yes? I was always like yes, yes, yes. And when I learned how to say no, it was the greatest thing ever.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of saying no. Can you come? No. Why? Because I don't want to. I'm busy. Like what?
I
Um,
love it.
it's. I mean, after a certain point, you just realize you're an adult and you don't need to explain yourself. So people out there understand it is healthy to set boundaries with people you care about, even if it's with family or relatives. Set those boundaries. Listen, I don't want to be bothered at night. Don't just roll up at my place. No, I don't want to go here. I don't want to meet your friend. I'm not trying to, like whatever. Just say what's on your mind. Keep it real, like our good sisters on here. Just keep it
Oh,
real. By the way, you got
I
anything for us today?
I got some good stuff. Okay. All right, where are we gonna start this week? All right, so we're gonna keep it real. The baby is in trouble again. The baby's fighting everybody. I don't know
Again.
how many lawsuits this man is gonna have, but he just got into another altercation the other night, and we're not even gonna talk about him. He's gonna have a whole lot of drama. He might be arrested. I don't know, but
That lawyer making
hopefully
good
he's
money.
okay. I like his music, so it's sad. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he just keeps getting into so many problems. I mean, he's a little itty bitty person. He is. He's a little tiny person. So he's trying to buck up and I don't know, but we wish you all the best of the luck, baby. Stop all this, okay? Just stop. You sound like a little angry person, and it's not like the mad rapper. It's not working for you, okay? You're gonna be in jail before you know it. Okay.
You know,
And then
that's
Mike
honestly
Tyson,
what I worry
speaking of
about with
fighting,
him.
Mike Tyson, the fighter, the boxer, like the champ, is laying people out on the plane. I don't know if you guys saw this, but midair, he was going from San Fran to Miami and got in a fight with a passenger. The passenger was literally behind him, taunting him, wouldn't leave him alone. He said, please leave me alone. You know what I'm saying? I'm Mike Tyson. He's biting off ears, people. Like, why would you mess with this man? Anyway, so this guy messed with him and got knocked out. And the craziest thing is I'm laughing because if you watch the video, the guy's just sitting still behind him on the plane, all bloody and everything. But notice how nobody wanted to approach Mike Tyson and say, like, hey,
Oh
get
yeah.
off the plane. Hey, sir, you need to go. Usually they would detain people and the U.S. Marshals on the plane probably would tackle you. But everybody just let him go.
Man,
Anyways,
Mike
Mike
hit you
Tyson,
with
I
one of
hope
them
you don't get into
slips.
trouble, and I hope people stop messing with you, sir. Okay?
He had been boxing and knocking everybody out all over
He was like this
that
over
plane.
the seat, like beating the guy
Man.
up. I was like, and everyone on the plane is like, hey, Mike, Mike, don't do that. Stop. Like, yeah. I don't think you want to tell Mike Tyson to stop or even
I
get in
think
his way. But yeah.
I think that guy back there should have definitely heard the whole thing about boundaries. That's probably what happened there. You went over your boundary,
There
and
you
Tyson
go.
wasn't
Yes,
playing.
Cadence. He did not respect the boundaries. When
There you
someone
go.
says stop, leave me alone. That doesn't mean keep procrastinating and keep harassing me and no, you don't do that, okay?
Yeah.
Leave that person alone or you will end up like that. Who knows? And people these days are whipping out guns. They have no self-control, okay? So please be careful, everybody out there. But even more tea, last tea. Keeping it real. 50 Cent likes to keep it real, y'all, okay? And him and Benzino, I don't know if you know what's been going on, but him and Benzino have been going back and forth because Benzino has been outed for liking dude chicks, okay? And those are chicks that are dudes that are chicks now, okay? So he got caught. There's leakage of these phone calls and these situations where he's like, this is new to me. I don't know, don't talk about us because people won't understand what I'm going through.
Oh, this was real? I thought 50 was trolling.
Yeah, no. Shauna Brooks is a real person and has been dealing with Benzino. And then it gets even juicier after he doesn't want to admit that he's been dealing with this dude chick, right? Shauna, I know you're female now, so shout out, to you, girl. I'm not trying to disrespect you or nothing. But now Benzino was caught again on film crying and going crazy on camera because his current or ex or whoever she was cheated on him and he found her with another dude. So he is online crying, going crazy. How could you do this to me? I gave you everything. Yeah, so now he wants to fight 50 Cent, okay, in a celebrity showdown. But he is going crazy, people. He is going on Twitter. He is going off saying the most ratchetest, craziest things. Like, I'll fight you. I ain't that one. I'll kill you, 50 Cent. He's literally threatening 50 Cent. 50 don't play. All of these are submissible in the court. Now, you know that, right? Admissible in the court. So anytime you text anything that's in black and white writing, people, they can use that against you in court now. So shut your mouth. Stop writing on Twitter, doing crazy things. Coi Leray, that's her dad. Benzino's Coi Leray's dad, everybody. So she was on Twitter and stuff saying, please pray for my dad. Please help, stuff like this situation. If you were in this, you wouldn't somebody to bash you and try to come at you and, try to harm themselves. In this situation, this person is now being harassed in a way. But yeah, Benzino's hurt. His feelings are hurt. So he literally is making death threats to 50 Cent online. So that's all the tea I got for you. But yeah, I don't know who's going to win this one, but Benzino is not looking good. Left and right, it's just, left and right is just coming out.
Wow. That was the best episode ever.
Yeah.
Oh,
that was definitely a great segment. Benzino's been in the headlines. Cadence, if you haven't seen what's going on there with his alleged love affair that he had, I'm gonna tell you something. She had audio from him that she did play where he was like, baby, it's not you, it's just how people are out here. You're doing everything right. I mean,
live your truth, man. If that's what you do,
my whole thing. Just live your truth.
Live your truth.
If you like her,
live your truth.
Then like her. Why?
Yeah.
Listen, I'm going to tell you my problem with social media today and this whole digital world we live in. People don't know how to be real with themselves and their life. Just be whatever it is you want to be and keep it pushing. If that's what you like, then that's what you like. But this goes back to when I was saying that 9 times out of 10, especially people in the spotlight, will be seen with what they want to be seen with, and they will keep at home what they actually enjoy. And that's just the bottom line. And if you don't think that what I'm saying is true, then at me, okay? Abbie Knights on Instagram. Hit a girl up. I'm trying to hear your opinions because I'd be willing to put money down at least 10 different people in the public eye that will be seen out with a specific type of woman, and then the woman that they like to have come over when they at the house is two different things. So I'm just saying, on that note, we're gonna take a quick break, but we'll be right back. You're listening to the Abbie Knights Show.
Wake your ass up. It's time for the Abbie Knights Morning Show, the best show in the city.